Welcome. Now that I'm older, I definitely spend my money way differently than when I was younger. When I was younger, I was all about buying stuff, like buying clothes, makeup, and I still love buying all those things. But the amount of money that I spend towards those things is way less now compared to all these other categories that I'll be talking about. I used to be really scared to go to the doctor, but now I realize it's so important because that way you can catch things early on and you can do like more preventative care so it doesn't get worse and maybe cost you way more in the long run. I have a couple lumps in my body that I typically need to get an ultrasound done for every year so the doctor can see if anything has changed or gotten worse. This is something that thankfully my insurance covers, but if it didn't, I would still put money aside every week to save up for it. My insurance doesn't cover doctor visits or dental, so those are also things that I try to put money aside for because you always want to make sure you have some money for emergency things that might come up. And when it comes to your teeth, you can't grow more teeth, especially if you are a smoker or prone to cavities. I think it's really important to take good care of your teeth. I feel like whenever things go wrong with your body, it really takes a toll on you, and it's all you can think about sometimes. Like, think about it, if you have tooth pain or body pain, it like just takes up a lot of mental space. So if I can do whatever I can to make sure my body feels good, I'm gonna do it. Only in my late 20s did I start allocating a lot of my money more towards experiences. I started traveling more, going to museums, and just experiencing new things. I love shopping, and of course, like, who doesn't like material things? They're nice. But I feel like there should be like a balance. I feel like material things can only bring you so much joy, and life doesn't feel as full without fun experiences. Whenever I traveled or went to a cool exhibit, it felt like it made my life feel a bit more free. I didn't feel like I was stuck in a box, and I got to experience life with more depth. It's just exciting to go to new places and see new things and experience new things. When I was younger, I loved cute shoes. I didn't care about being comfortable as long as I looked cute, but this is a lesson I've definitely learned through bartending because I've worn shoes behind the bar for like an 8 to 10 hour shift that killed my feet and it made me miserable. But whenever I wore shoes that were super comfortable, it really made me feel better and also made me more confident. Like, I could do whatever, I could take on the world. I'm definitely willing to spend good money on shoes, especially because I got an x-ray of my foot done and they showed me that I was developing a bunion. So I'm like really on top of my footwear because I don't want my bunion to get worse. Although of course I love looking cute, there is no shoe that's worth getting a bunion over. No. It's really, really important to learn new skills when you get older because you really want to diversify your income. Never ever put your eggs in one basket. That's what I did with bartending, and I really wish I worked on other things so I could create multiple streams of income. I try to spend money on classes so I can further develop my skill set and hopefully monetize them one day. The more skills you have, the more valuable you are, and the more valuable you are, the more likely people are probably gonna hire you. I think in quarantine is when I realized how much I love dropping money at the supermarket. Like, I love getting that organic kale. Like, I just really enjoy having quality food and putting that in my body. I definitely do look at food from a nutritional point of view and not just something to eat when you're hungry. So I do try my best to make sure I spend a good amount of my money on quality food and foods that are gonna be beneficial to me and have that kind of energy to get me through the day and not make me feel sluggish or tired. I do think the quality of food really does have an impact on your health later down the road. So to me, whenever I'm buying things that are better quality, I'm just like, this is an investment for my body and for my health. I feel like with skincare, there's just some skincare products you kind of need to spend some money on. Especially now that I'm getting older, I'm definitely much more mindful of how I'm taking care of my skin. I don't really want to necessarily do Botox or filler. I just want to try to do things that will help me soften the look of aging and just help me age gracefully. I want to be comfortable in the skin that I am, no matter what age I am. So for me, I just know that when I'm taking care of my skin and doing whatever I can possible goal, it makes me feel better. And those are the things I spend more money on now that I'm older. It's really fascinating to see yourself age. I always want to constantly be growing and evolving, especially with my money habits, because I used to have terrible money habits and I still kind of do, but I'm working on it. Because ultimately money is a tool and a resource, and what you do with it can have a negative or positive impact on your life. It's really up to you. That's why I am trying to be smarter. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you. Bye.